Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I am Molinda Jae and I'm here to do a Molinda's Nook type of thing where I just talk about things or whatever comes into mind. Okay, let's be honest. So I have a reflections card today. If you have been checking me out so far, I have been doing some what would you do type of deals, and be sure to check those out. But today I thought we could do some reflections, especially how things have unfolded within this year and also lately. So the question is, what in your life needs to change? And I'm just gonna let y'all sit, and I'm gonna say it and I'm gonna let us sit in it. So what in your life needs to change? I'm gonna let it sink in. Okay, so the reason why I chose this card, I strategically chose this card because I feel like in our society today that we are seeing things happening over and over again, like the cycle keeps happening over and over again. And it just is like we're at a stalemate, to say the least, as well as being stagnant. And to be honest, it's gotten to the point that we really need to sit back and reflect and figure out what we can do ourselves in our lives that needs to change, whether it's your environment, whether it's your job, whether it's your I don't know, your relationship, I mean, or your lifestyle, something. Because the year is coming to a close, right? And usually around this time, not only we're celebrating with special occasions and all that, but you also have some on the flip side that does some self-reflection activity as well, to look back on what have we accomplished, what things that we didn't get accomplished, and what things that we put our energy most in, and what we are on the flip side on what things that we've been putting aside because of other things or other people has been grasping our attention. So to say the least, I really do feel like now is the time more than ever to really be honest with ourselves. Get raw and gutter with ourselves to figure out what in our life that we need to change so we can be better, not only for ourselves but for other people, because it's just been because in order to make change, you got to get rid of something. If we are continuing to hold on things that are beyond our control, as well as things that no longer serves us, then we have not learned the lesson. And that also goes with if we have not done the work, like getting down to the root of the issue that caused the effect of, and when I say the effect, I mean the outcome of what we have allowed, or what we have allowed things to either brush over, sweep under the rug, as well as consume, that is not serving our highest good. Okay? So to say the least, 2020 was a wake-up call. And if you haven't gotten that wake-up call then, because as we were sitting in isolation from one another, because I'm gonna keep it a buck. Everything has been happening warp speed, with internet coming into play, cell phones, social media, computers, technology in itself. It has been coming at us like this, and of course we will want to be the first ones to grab a hold of that technology. But we got to find a balance with having technology and still keeping that humane side of us that could still be able to show empathy and show compassion for one another without any judgment. So, to say the least, we as a collective, I'm pretty sure we know by now that we need to get down to the root of the issue. If you haven't got the memo already, I'm here to tell you now. We really need to get down to the root of the issues and take responsibility. Be honest now, because I had to do this my dang self. But back on the collective aspect, so you can do this on the individual and then help out the collective the best way you can. Because of course you got to heal yourself. You got to work on yourself first before you start helping somebody else. We can't be two people trauma bonding at the same time. Okay? So again, we got to be able to have a balance overall. But if you are seeing some things repeating, right, and you want to make a change and you have the ability to make the change, then of course we got to do the work. We got to be honest with ourselves, and we got to hold each other accountable without shaming one another, right? We got to hold ourselves accountable to where it is like, okay, now that we are holding ourselves accountable, what can we do to move forward, right? And once we get to that point, then that's when not only the continuation of the groundwork continues, but also the pathway to healing, the pathway to forgiveness, the pathway to compassion, and and recovery. And whenever we have gotten to the point that we are feeling good about ourselves, we are helping one another, we're not gatekeeping whatsoever the resources, because if you keep holding on to resources and something happens unexpectedly and nobody knows what you did before, because you held on to the position so long that you felt like nobody was fit for the job and you feel like you were going to hold this job forever, I'm here to tell you, we all got to leave someday, all right? However, if somebody is eager to learn, please go ahead and start working with them and help and providing those resources. You could do it little by little just to see if they willing to stay with the program with you or not. And if not, then you can just simply just fall back, and whenever they're ready again, or when somebody else is coming along that is ready to take a hold of what you have held, of the position that you held for a long time, then go ahead and try again. I mean, it's never a wrong time to start over. So as this year coming to close, just go ahead and start doing some self-reflection on ourselves and as our collective, and let's go ahead and figure out what in our life that we need to change so we can let go of what does not serve us and continue the path to personal growth and spiritual growth, so we can be our best selves. All right. So that, feel free to comment down below on your thoughts and opinions on what you on some things that you want to change in your life or as a collective. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to YouTube channel. Hit that notification bell so you know the next time I upload a video. And I'll see you then. Bye.